Yes, well, back with you. Hello again, Jim Burns. All we got going on here today is a continuation of my 2025, bringing that back to life from my childhood. We're going to be working on the boiler here, the shell, and when Lionel made these, they were based on the Penske K4 locomotive. But when they put them out, they made them an Adriatic locomotive with a 264 wheel arrangement. And of course, the Penske K4 is a Pacific with a 462 wheel arrangement. So it should be no surprise to anyone that I'm going to try and make this what it was always intended to be, a Penske K4. So I'm going to try. There's not a whole lot of room to get 4 pilot wheels in the front, but we're going to give her a shot and see if I can do that. Now, before we get to that point, we got to get her dressed up and cleaned up and straightened up anyway. So I removed the smoke box front with all the LED lights that I put in for the classification lights and the headlight there. So what we got is just the bare boiler shell here. But one of the things that bothered me the most about these is the monotone coloring of the locomotive. When you look at a steam locomotive, you'll notice that the boiler itself, from about right here to the firebox, that's all clad in heavier metal, and then it's usually painted, and that can be, you know, shiny or black in color. But they took the paint and took it off into the smoke box here. That should be a metal color, or a grayish, or a darker, flatter black, because they didn't have to shroud or clad the smoke box. There's no reason to. The water's from here back. This is just for the exhaust gases here. So I'm gonna try and get this smoke box area sort of like a flat black, not gray steel color, but like a flat black that would represent that difference between the smoke box and the cladding. And we'll see if that turns out. Now what I did was I have some other shells. We'll call this video the shell game. That's the 2025 I'm working on. So here's a shell. I didn't touch up the paint on this. It's missing quite a bit of paint here and there. But this is a 2020 or 2035. Basically the same locomotive. Was designed to also be based on the K4. But this one you can see I spray painted the smoke box. Gave it its own hue, as it were. And then the rest of the boiler is shinier, which would represent the cladding. And I kind of like this look. Makes it more realistic. Now I didn't paint this or anything. I just painted the smoke box. This is actually oil, just light duty Lionel oil, and it soaks into the paint. It doesn't, after a few days, it doesn't smear, it doesn't come off on your fingers. It does soak in and rejuvenates the paint. brings it back to life. Yeah. It could actually get by with just with that. It looks good, I think. But it dresses up the shell pretty good. This section here could probably use a second application to give it a little bit of a sheen. It's soaked in so much that it's back to a dull color. But the rest of it, as you can see, it looks real nice. It's got a little shine to it. And then the smoke box is flat, black. This is just Krylon flat paint. Does a real nice job, dries real quick. So that's the 2035 shell. I'll be rebuilding at some point. And that's just the light duty oil on that one. Now this one here is not the one I wanted. Yeah, here's a 2034 locomotive, as you can see. Now this one here, what I did is I used WD-40, and I just left the smoke box area as it came. So it is duller in color, flatter in color. It's not as shiny. I like that too, but I think I like the 2035 better with its fresh coat of paint. But we'll see. The only problem with using WD-40, this doesn't seem to soak in real good. I thought it might because it's actually a water displacement product, and I didn't think there would be so much oil that would stay, but it's not soaking into the paint, so it's still a little. This is after 4 days, and it's still, I don't know if you can tell, but it is a little wet on my thumb. I won't be doing this again. Just a regular light duty oil will be alright. I'll just strip this one again, and I'll use the light duty oil. I'll get this WD off of there. But the point was to see what it looked like with the original color, with the shinier. But I still think this one is my favorite. It's just a more pronounced color. Oh, we'll see. Alright, this is the 2035 again. So that's that one. Then I have a 2037 shell I'll be rebuilding soon. And what I did with this one, it had a lot of paint loss. As you can see, it was stuck in a box full of tube track and just ruined the paint. It was missing had a lot of scratches and chips, and as you can see, just on the classification lights and stuff. But anyway, my point being here is I left this the original metal color again that came from Lionel. Alright. Then the rest of the locomotive, I always touch up the paint chips on my locomotives with a permanent marker, you know, like a Sharpie. And there was so much missing on this, I just took the Sharpie and did the whole locomotive. I did the whole thing with just the Sharpie. And it comes out real nice. Too shiny for my taste. It'll dull up in time, I'm sure. The more it's handled, the more it ages. But it does a nice job. That's just a Sharpie. It's already starting to fade there, but I could take some 4-aught steel wool and just go over it and knock the shine off of that if I wanted to. But it's not bad, it's okay. But I left the smoke box area. I left that the way it came from Lionel, once again. And then I rubbed the, see if I can get a shot of it here. Try to zoom in. Is that gonna... Not too close. There you go. So there you can see I just rubbed the made by Lionel, because it was all dark. It was all same color as this boiler shell. So now you can read the builder's plate on there. Alright. So this is where we're headed with this stuff. I'll let these sit around for a while, but I really think my choice is this one. Just a light oiling with the light duty oil. It's not so drastic a change. And then a painting of the smoke box area with the Krylon flat black. I think I like this the best. So that's probably what I'll use on my 2025. So we'll get this puppy ready to go. Get the handrails off, the bell off, and then if I oil it instead of painting any of the shell, then I won't have to worry about the numbers. You can rub the oil right over the numbers. It doesn't affect that. I'll give it a light coating of oil. Bring it back to life a little bit. I'll tape this off around here where the boiler ends and the smoke box joins up. And I'll spray this black. And we'll move on from there. And we'll try to get this from an Adriatic locomotive to a Penske K4. Alright? We'll try. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.